Yeah, very nice. So, welcome, ladies and gentlemen, and everything in between. I don't give a shit. To my first video on this channel, on the archive. I'm Tristan Merkel. Well, I'm 16 years old, and this channel right here is only for documentation purposes. It's not going to be edited. It's not going to be high quality. There might be some informational whatever in between, but all that is just showing, or rather documenting my journey. And this whole journey, well, you will see in a year. I will make a year transformation and a whole video about it. But this will going to be not on the Tristan Merkel archive, just on Tristan Merkel. And well, you have to wait a year for that to come. But let's just get into it. We got the first, and well, Monday, otherwise known as International Chest Day. Well, I hit legs on that because why the fuck not? And yeah. We'll start with some good mornings, 40 kilograms. Let's see how many reps I get. After that, second set, 32 kilograms. Then squats with 60. Then with 40. And then some calf raises afterwards. Just to kind of chill it out. No, nothing special. And yeah, that's it. So let's get into it. I know it is. I put it up pretty shit. It was very unbalanced. It's very important. Why the fuck am I talking? I can talk after the set. Okay, I think it was pretty alright. First of all, grab something to drink. I felt it very, very well in my what the hell are they called? Hamstrings. Felt a very good stretch in my hamstrings. I'll try to do them very slow, very controlled, because when you're training, it's not about the reps, it's not about the weight, it's about focusing either on the movement or the muscle. Pretty much you have to do both, but in terms of powerlifting, you more want to be focused on the movement, the pathway, and everything. And with bodybuilding, you want to think yourself into the muscle you're trying to work out. And in that perspective, it worked very well. Bit heavy, but yeah, that's how it is. And that's why I also don't no longer um, listen to music, because when I listen to music, I I usually hear like something hardcore, like extreme Brazilian funk or something. And the thing is, it's like a great motivator and definitely helps you to push past your limits. But the problem is, it also distracts you. It also rips away your cool, your calmness. And that's the thing you need to have when you're working out. Because working out, it's not physical, it's meditative, actually. Because you're trying to think of the movement, you're trying to think of the muscle group that you're working. It is not about the reps, really not. Because if it's all about the reps and the weight, then you're going to have an ego lifter. Somebody who does some kind of weight, but you just look at the form and see, dang, that's shit. Bro, like, you train like this for a year, and your whole back is going to be fucked forever, and nobody's going to acknowledge you for anything because it just looks shit. And everyone is like, dude, if I had the same form, I would still push more than you. And even if it's not about the weight, if it's just about getting all the reps, you know, there are some muscle groups where you can cheat a little bit, but then you're taking away the tension of the muscle group. And well, with arms you can definitely do that and cheat a little bit, but with no other muscle group you can do this. I mean back maybe. I mean, if you think of doing barbell rows, of course you can then cheat a little bit and use momentum, but it's still going to take away the focus of the lats, the muscle group you want to train. And well, what are you then doing? Because well, you're working out and doing something, but you're not doing what you're supposed to do. It's a bit like it's a bit like school, you know. You study a subject, but instead of doing what's actually important, you just do some random ass side quest about it, which doesn't even matter. You know, it's it's like you want to learn about history. You know, let's say the Roman Empire, and instead of actually researching anything about learning anything, you're just watching gameplay videos of some Roman themed games, like I don't know, somebody playing Total Warhammer 3 with then the Roman and mods and shit. Like, yeah, it goes in the right direction, but it really doesn't get you far, you know. But yes, less yapping, more training. Okay, let's get into it. Squeeze out a few more good reps, and let's go. It's so incredibly lighter, even though it's just like 5%. It gotta be more than that. I mean, 20. Yeah, 20%. I mean, it's just a 20% deficit. Well, it just still feels like it's 50, you know. Okay. Now focusing. Oh, that was pretty nice. You know, this might not have been a lot of reps, uh, super hard and everything, but was extremely focused, you know? And that is the important thing. Because your work is nothing without focus. It's like trying to shoot an arrow and you want to hit a target with it. You know? You can have as much power as you want, as much whatever. But if you don't hit the target, it has been all for nothing. And in turn, you can train as hard as you want, but if you're not focused, if you don't have your mind in the muscle, then it's worth nothing. And it is way more important to just to have the little things let's start again. It's important when you want to achieve something that you have little things stacking up instead of one big chunk. Because what if you're not spot on? If I shoot 100 arrows, you know, some of them miss, but if I keep on refining my technique, my whatever, I'm going to hit pretty much a lot of them. But if I take 100 arrows at once and aim as well as I want and calculate everything, the angle, the wind, and whatever needs to be calculated, if I then miss, it still has been for nothing. It's about the small things, not the big ones, you know? My dirty mind. You know, it's not about how, it doesn't matter how big it is, it's about how we use it. Well, that's funny. So let's stack up to 60, and then we are going to have some nice squats. And also one thing you might notice about this workout is that's pretty short, you know? It would probably even be less than a 30-minute workout. But and many people will say, oh, that's not enough. No, you gotta be 3 hours in the gym at least, and this shit won't build anything. But it is not about it. Many people have probably never heard of the term minimal effective dosage. You know, what is the least bit you can put in, but the result is still so good that you want to take it, you know? Or in other terms, with what little, like you have a result, and how little can you put in and still get the result you want? And you know, I don't want to be the biggest bodybuilder or whatever. I just go here, I train, I'll better myself, I will learn something about ego, about myself, I will get stronger, a bit more muscle, but why does it have to be, why do I have to be the biggest and the what and the, just no. You know, I don't got the genetics to be the perfect bodybuilder. But I don't give a shit. I just go here to better myself. And you know, it doesn't take forever. You don't have to be here you don't have to be in the gym all day to see progress. And yeah, minimal effective dosage. It is pretty much like we take an example, Mike Tyson. If he wants to knock somebody out, he could go full force, but he can maybe knock the person out with only 30% of his power. And so, what is a better idea then? Do you go 100% all in, or just 30% for the same result? And so the 30% is, of course, much smaller. And it's the same with working out. So many people think that the volume is the most important aspect of the training, but it's actually not. Not even of the training, of the muscle building process, but it's not. Well, we have three big pillars. We got our training, we got our recovery, our sleep, and our we got our nutrition. And the thing is that they're all multiplicative. So if only one of them is at zero, you can do all you want. It won't matter shit. So in turn, don't focus too much on the perfect workout, the perfect. And if I do my bicep curl and I turn it like this, and this will activate this one little head, and then I will make 10 times the games. No. Don't get caught up in the little things. It is all about doing the work and doing it correctly. It's not about the little nuances. It is about the basics and doing them right. And that's what most people don't do. Also with nutrition, the basics. Eat enough protein. And with sleep enough. It's not too difficult. And you can go further into it and optimize that. Same with your workout. But don't overcomplicate things. Because if you're in this hole where just like, okay, but if I do it like this, then and trying to calculate and trying to optimize everything, it's the same with the target. You with your first try, you're not going to hit it. You're going to miss, and then you're going to adjust. You're going to miss again. You're going to adjust. You hit it maybe, but not that center. And then you adjust, and with this process, you will perfect it. And not through reading all the research and everything. Theoretical knowledge can only get you this far. Practical knowledge, that's the important thing. So, but I think I've talked enough. It's time to do some heavy ass squatting. I like squatting. I like leg days. I fuck you up real good. I'm a bit of a masochist, I think. That was a very nice rep. But I don't want my legs to be apart so far. Pulse reps are actually nice. I think maybe one more. I've not gone all out. I've went far. But not to total utter failure. and trying to kill myself with it. You know? That was a very great set. You know, there I try to focus on the form, doing it correctly. I was a bit more focused on my ass than my quads. I don't particularly like this than the voice crack, but well, next time. Now we're going to go back down to 40, and this is going to be great as well. Nice little thing. And as I said, it's about the work, the basics, and doing them correctly. You will never see me doing any fancy exercise, any fancy machinery or anything, because I have proven to myself that it's possible to build an incredible physique, even without the perfect equipment, without the perfect gym, without pre-workout, without this, without that. Because at the end, you are the most important. You are the most important part about building the muscle. It's about how much effort you're going to put in, how focused and dedicated will you be, how consistent will you be, and not about the fancy stuff. It's never about the fancy stuff. It's even the same with relationship. It's not the one-time fancy thing, the pickup line, the whatever. It's about having the right character, you know? Well, what am I talking about? You're here to see me train, probably, and not to give you life advice. I mean, life advice from 16-year-olds. It's a it's a bit ironic to believe that, I mean, I'm here in my self-made home gym. I mean, I haven't spent a single dime on any of this shit. This thing I had cut down myself. Those buckets were all laying around. The stones were laying around. The bench right here was from a friend of my cousin. The other plates and barbells and dumbbells, all from my uncle. And I look like I'm a fucking blue collar worker. I mean, fucking work boots. I'm working out in a fucking jeans and this type of shirt. But you know, I just don't give a shit, because it is not about any of that. It's about how focused and how much I'm going to put in, and especially the consistency. You know, if you start out in the gym, what I would recommend you to do is, for a week, 3 times of this week, you will just go there. Nothing. You can look like a hobo, do nothing, just stare at people. You don't have to do anything in there. And after that, I want you to go to the biggest guy in the gym and be like, hey, I'm new, can you show me around? Can you tell me like, nutrition wise, what do I have to do? Workout wise, like what do you recommend? What got you that big? And such things. Like how's the proper technique? And if you're really considering doing that, then probably not when the person is mid set. Please don't interrupt people's set, you know. But if the big guy in the gym is like me, just pretty much resting and waiting to do another set, then yeah, then there's the right time to approach the person. And and you know, even like he's going to show you around. You'll do some stuff. You'll fuck around, and you you won't really get far just when you start out. But the thing is, at the start, it's pretty easy. Like correct you said, building muscle is like a rubber band, and you know, just if I stretch it, the first bit, it's pretty easy. But the further I stretch it, the harder it will be to stretch. And it's the same with building muscle. You know, you just work, like even if you just breathe the air in the gym, like you're going to make gains. And so if you start out, don't overcomplicate things. Stick to the basics. Learn the basics from the best. And you know, they might look intimidating, but most of those people are glad to help somebody. Because that's a little thing working out. That's the, oh, I'm really good at this. And you know, when you're really good at this, at something, and you just got free time on your hands, you'd love to introduce the person to it. You know, just you do a bit of that, a bit of this, and you know, just try it. I'd love to see if somebody actually does that and what they'll get out. So if you actually do this, please let me know in the comments. Well, but I think I was yapping a bit too much. So going back to workouts, and yeah, the ironic part. Well, I'm fucking 16 and I'm giving you life advice and shit, and how to work out and whatever. Even though I mean, I'm 135 pounds. I'm not heavy. I'm not big, but I've definitely made some progress. I know what I'm doing. Even though with my shirt and everything on, it might not look like it. Okay. But now, let's really get into it. I can't waste your precious time like this. Ah. This is great, but it's not so much quad based. I'm gonna look if I put my legs closer together, if this is better. Yeah, and even if I don't go as low, works pretty good. Yeah, yeah. This is great. Oh, great set. This is how it should be done. I told you it's gonna be raw and uncut. Really feels very great. I like that. I like that. Now just trying some coughs. You know, because those little fuckers need some working too. And also with that, I try to go really slow, really controlled. Because calf raises, you can pretty much spam them as much as you want. But if you really go slow and focus on the muscle, just really trying to imagine the tendon and the muscle stretching and compressing, feeling the squeeze, the burn and everything. This is what you're supposed to be doing. You know? Well, we'll do a few quick ones to exert it better, and then I can be a bit more focused on it. Because if I do them too slow, then well, they're not going to have such a great effect, because then it's too easy. Oh yeah. Oh God. Oh God. That was an all good bit. And I know most people will say, oh, about that, but there's no nothing, this and that. And I don't give a shit. I do my own thing, you do yours. If it works so great for you, fine. For me, my stuff works great for me. So yeah. Well, now to the flexing part. But I will split it up. Because now this is in the rear camera of my phone, but I want to have it in selfie mode so I can look that I'm properly flexing with the proper lighting and stuff. So, just a second, and I will show you those bad boys. Yeah, this is now. Yeah, you can see those bad boys pretty well. Lighting is pretty decent, I'd say. Now they are especially just. Would you have thought that they are so big? Because I think I just have an enormous sleeper build with pretty much everything. I know I just have my jeans around my waist and shit, and I look like the biggest idiot. Well, I'm down in my basement, and so who gives a shit? Yeah, I believe that's it for the first day, and I would be glad to hear your opinion, maybe some things I could do differently, and well, until we meet again, bye.